Can you count, suckers? I say the future is ours. If you can count.
Now this is going to be your basic slideshow PowerPoint presentation, I think. There's not really going to be a whole lot of me. I'm just going to kind of voice this over. But I read comments from yesterday. There were some interesting ones. And so I figured that maybe I would tackle this from a different angle. I'm going to go through some things. We're going to do some counting. Right? It's an interesting experiment. It's an interesting thing to look at when you're looking at big pictures. Right? So, putting everything else aside, let's just look at your basic fucking facts. Hard numbers. Statistics. Right? Let's extrapolate some data from some numbers, okay? And I don't think it's going to be, I don't think I'm stretching too much here. But I am going to go through some stuff, right? So, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to ask you to be patient. I'm going to try and keep it short as best I can. It isn't going to take very long to go through. But you got to watch to the end. Because it all comes around to a big point at the end. And if you don't watch the end, you might as well have not watched any of this. Alright? Not one of many... there are never any times that I've ever said, you better watch to the end of this video if you're going to watch it at all. Or just don't even fucking bother. Because usually, y'all can figure that out on your own. And I think that's fun for me. Right? Inside jokes all over the place that a lot of people don't get. So... this is one where if you're not going to watch it to the end, fucking turn it off. Just don't bother. Because there's really no point. You have to watch to the end to see where this winds up. Alright? And if there's anybody at YouTube that's watching this, you better watch to the end. Alright? Because nothing pisses me off more than when I'm asked questions or a point is brought up that I've already addressed in the video. Okay? Not that you guys have ever done that. You've never answered any of my videos. At all. Whatever. Why would you? You know? I'm just addressing you directly. But for those people who do that shit, it makes me laugh. It does. But it's very fucking frustrating. Because now I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I ain't gonna bother to even address you. Because you watch the video. And if you say, oh, I watched the whole thing, then listen to what I say. Whatever it takes for you to understand that the questions you're asking and the points you're bringing up are already fucking addressed. Right? But this is for the people who were like, it's just innocent kids making videos. You guys are the ones that are disgusting. I addressed that in the video. Right? I did. I talked about that. I'm going to spell it out for you, though. Listen. So the whole video is going to be for you. You. Right? Here we go. My channel. Right? Here's my channel. Oh, I gotta bring this up big for me so I can see it. Alright. Alright. I toy around with 27,000 or 2,700 subscribers. Right? Not a huge business. Right? And this right here is a pretty accurate representation of more or less my spread. You got the No BS video down there at the bottom, 709 views. Not that that's huge for me. I certainly pull bigger with bigger, you know, topics, but it was a hot topic for a week ago, you know what I mean? So that pulled some views. Waxing philosophical about gaming and a couple of really funny clips. You see those are low. Those are my hardcore fans. That's the 120 some people that watch every fucking video that I do. Alright? God bless you guys. Video game videos, Great Gator Guy, Cuphead, you can see those don't do very well for me, right? But basically I'm around 200 to 300, about the average, you know? But this right here, this is an interesting slice, right? This is just one slice, bam, couple videos. You got the reverse one, which I think, honestly, was probably the funniest fucking video out of all of them. And that has the least amount of views. The most clickbaity, as far as I was concerned, I can't believe she went there, male suicide is caused by maleness, 512 views. Not bad. Better than my average. But it's certainly not red pill black, now it's just dirty, 2,000 views. Now, I admit, I made that pretty clickbaity, but I kind of thought male suicide is caused by maleness would go a lot further than red pill black, now it's just dirty. You know, like, I don't know. Whatever. People are into what they're into. And this kind of shows. You got your people that are into, you know, this looks odd, this reverse here, this looks odd, I'll check it out. And you got people who are into, you know, male suicide, that kind of stuff, my MRA activities. And then you got the people that were way into the red pill black thing. Because it was just salacious drama. And it was all just stupid. 2,000 views. But my other red pill black video, where I was talking about Ranting Monkey that didn't have red pill black in the title, 681. Still better than male suicide. But red pill black in the title, man, that really pushed it. Alright? So you can see there's a lot of things at play. It's shit you gotta consider if you're gonna actually be a YouTuber. For those of you who want to get into this kind of shit, if you want to go as far as to break it down in numbers, it drives you crazy. Now to just jump up to a bigger YouTuber, right? Oh my god. I pulled him randomly. I knew he had around the number that I wanted, around 20,000. He has around that. You can see that his audience could give a fuck less about his stream. 4 days ago, 330 views. Which pretty much tells me that the people that gave a shit about listening to him stream live were the 330 people that were there in that room that day, and nobody else gave a shit, right? His streams are essentially my video game videos, right? And other than that, you know, he gets an average around 3,000 views. You know, sometimes he peaks up to 4, sometimes he drops down to 2, but, you know, he's generally around 3,000. And here's an interesting slice, right? 6,500 for feminist myths debunked. Now, million feminist myths debunked videos out there. 6,500 for him, because they play big. You got the L'Oreal fire trans model for being racist, almost 5. BBC fall at Brexit shaming, that's over 5. He's in, you know, I think he's over there with one of those countries. So, you know, it's regional the way YouTube kind of pushes us. It goes into a whole different thing. Then you got dissecting intersectional quantum physics, which honestly, I didn't see this one. I really want to watch it. 3.6. That's a whole lot of big language, you know? I don't know. It's not too obvious what it is he's talking about there, so And then you got Nazi, whatever the fuck, thinks we should protect diversity by, and who knows, but not something anybody cares about as much from, oh my god, it's still around his average, but you know what I mean, but you get the feminist myths debunked, you know, that's huge. Gotta watch some feminists get debunked. You know, there's people that need that shit. That's what they want to see from him. And they watch it in droves when he gives it to them. Reminds me of Joey. Wadsley, this is kind of the reason why I wanted to get somebody around 20,000. Omegon's less than Waz, but nevertheless, you know, it's relative when you're getting into those kind of numbers. Plus or minuses and all that. But if you look at Waz, he's pretty consistently either at or above his subscriber base. Now, as you can also see, he pretty consistently posts like once a month, if we're lucky. So, like, you know, it's one of those things where his subscribers are there to see him. And that's kind of what I want to be. I want to be somebody that gets that, you know. I want you guys to watch me for me, because you're interested in hearing me talk about shit, but I understand the interest is wax and wane. I get that there's a range. Some are going to hit, some are not. Waz generally hits, because everybody watches it when Waz does a video, because it's like, oh, Waz did a video finally. He's easy to maintain. Like I said in the other video, Waz is a very easy channel to maintain. You got to maybe tune in once a month. That ain't fucking hard, you know. I can put away 30 minutes a month for Waz. But, yeah, so that's kind of an interesting thing. And you can see even he still has peaks where, you know, MTV, less music, more racism. I got 23K, Milo, 14. And Milo was a big thing back then. So, shit, I was getting fucking views off Milo videos back then. Rant regarding the Bering Dock stuff. For those of you who were around 11 months ago, 24K, that was a huge one. What is that? It's Sargon and Aquila, obviously. 54,000. That was a huge thing, like, kind of in the people that follow the community, that whole soap opera, you know. So you got that kind of shit. You got Steve Shives is pulling 30K. No Bullshit is only pulling 14. No Bullshit's getting Milo numbers. That's kind of funny. But and coincidentally enough, Free Bearing channel has been taken down. Also 14K. Whatever. It's just interesting to see this kind of pattern as it lays out for you. You know, 12 for Riley. I get better, you know, I get better numbers than average on Riley than Waz does. I don't know. I think Waz's Riley shit's pretty fucking entertaining. But, whatever. Now let's mix it up here. Let's throw in, just for fun, just for shits and giggles, let's throw in an X Factor. And we'll try and figure out what the X Factor is. Now we're going to bump it up again. We're going to go 250,000. Over 250,000 subscribers, right? Bump it up the difficulty. So it should be harder, but it's so much easier to figure out little patterns. But we're throwing in an X Factor. And I want you to figure out what it is. Make this a fun game. Why the fuck not? We're going through all this shit. Let's make a game out of it. The X Factor applies to Piper Blush. My future Mrs. Thomas, Piper Blush. Piper Thomas. Looking at her stuff, right? We have an X Factor. We don't know what it is yet. Because we look at everybody situationally. We do not prejudge based on anything. Let alone appearance. Right? Guess her secret destination 14 hours ago already has 10,000 views. It's amazing. Look at my girl go. Autumn AirPod charging dock. She's reviewing something. 25,000. Kitchen tip easy cereal meal, which I imagine is cereal and milk in a bowl, but I don't want to ruin it. I haven't watched it, but I bet you that's what it is. 25,000 there. So, you know, you gotta kind of figure she's knocking around 25,000. That's not bad to say that's kind of an adjusted, you know, maybe an average or whatever. Well, let's take just a slice. Let's take just one slice out of her uploads, right? This is where I'm getting all this from. Uploads. It's easy. You just look at uploads. Patterns just fall out of the sky. All right. Kitchen prep. How to roast fresh pumpkin seeds. 134,000. Oh! A lot of people made pumpkin seeds this year. Will It Fit Friday. 111,000. Right? Just trying on outfits. Halloween outfits, whatever. Right? Director's Cut. Fall with Piper. 167. Not bad. A lot of people are interested in talking about Fall with Piper. Right? ASMR Halloween story. Apparently, nobody gives a flying fuck about listening to her whisper a story into a fucking microphone. 19K. Ooh, it's bad numbers. Bad numbers. I don't know. And then, I want to skip that one for a second. Don't even look at it. I just want to skip that one, and we'll go to Will It Fly Part 2, 52,000. Again, lukewarm. It's not great, right? Now, you go to the Canadian season fall. Two things should stand out to you right off the bat. First, the thumbnail. Secondly, that fucking view count. Now, you know, hey, you'd think director's cut, Fall with Piper. Man, you got 2 extra seconds, possibly, of footage there. You know? That could be a wild director's cut. That could change the whole tone of the video. And only 167,000 people gave a shit. But 1.1 million people wanted to hear Piper talk about fall in Canada. Nobody gives a shit about hearing her whisper ASMR Halloween stories. But somehow talking about fall. Boy, I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying. The patterns stand out at bigger numbers. But let's really drive the fucking point home, shall we? Let's take the first line of her popular uploads. I want you to look at those numbers. I want you to look at those fucking screenshots. $15 million views. Sports bra versus no bra jump rope test. 15 million views to watch her jump rope in a sports bra and without. 15 million. That's a lot. That's a lot for 2 months. 15 million. That's a lot for 2 months. 15 million is a lot of views. Right? 15 million. That's a lot. I don't know why Crochet Bikini would be her second most popular video with 4.2 million views. Who knows? I really don't get the cut and the carrot one. Honestly, I kind of like, maybe it's because you can kind of see her nipples in the fucking, through the shirt there. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. But other than that, I don't get it. And then you got the pogo stick. Not as interesting as jump rope. It's a played out trick. It's played out at that point. And then bikini through slow motion pull. 2 million views. Yeah. There you go. It's just interesting things to note. This isn't even really like this whole Piper blush part. This doesn't even really have anything to do with anything. I just threw this in for fun. It's just interesting that 15 million. That's a big number. I hope that sticks in your head. 15 million. 15. 1-5. Right? 1791L. Around the Piper blush range, a little bit less. He's been doing it a lot longer. But, it's news. Not as many people are interested in the news. But he's got around the same subscriber count, right? And as you can see here, he ain't pulling Piper's numbers, right? He's just not. But you can see that, the Modern University, Hollow Hollywood, Comment Review, how late night comedians hurt, whatever they hurt. These things aren't doing fantastic for him. They're coming in under 100,000. But Why We Disagree on Guns almost hits 2K. Is that minute or minute? I can never tell. The words always, minute physics is wrong. Whatever. Physics is wrong. 316K. I really kind of want to watch that. I don't know how I missed that one. But I really kind of want to watch that. Because fucking that. I want to know why it has so many views. But his symbolism ad, 47K. That's his hardcore base. Those are the people who will watch whatever he posts. Like the 100 of you that will watch whatever I post. 47K. Not bad, right? And he averages around 100,000. You got... Oh, okay, that's a comment review. See what I mean? How Late Night Comedian is 326, but the comment review, I only got 60. The follow-up, never as good as the original, right? So you can kind of see some interesting patterns here. You can see what people in his audience are interested in. That's, that's what we're talking about here. What is it that people are interested in, ultimately, in your audience? You look at Bearing's channel, we're getting up close to the 500,000 range. Getting into the big subscribers now, getting into that high mid-range point. And you can see nobody gives a flying fuck about taking Mike to Kilroy. Nobody cares. But a lot of people cared about Riley and her line, 187, right? People care about that. 138 for Canadian grad student Pones faculty SJW Cabal. It's okay to be white. Those were getting good views. 32,000 for his stream. I guess his audience wants to watch his stream, unless 32,000 people tuned in that day, but I doubt that shit. But we're gonna look now at a bigger slice of Bearing, because Bearing's all over the fucking place. He does all manner of shit. You see all sorts of what people are interested in, and like the degrees that people are interested in what he's talking about. 486,000. If you look down there at the bottom, second from the left, 486,000. Return of Big Red. Big Red. If you don't know who Big Red is, watch that video. Jesus Christ. But yeah, Big Red. Got a lot for that. All right. The Think Tank harassment quiz. That was a funny one. 174. Not even I gave a shit about the male feminist long list of sexual assaults, but a lot of people did. 60K for old Potato Head there. You kind of see where people are. But the It's Okay to Be White, 317K. Trump stuff hits around, 100. He kind of goes all over the place because he's kind of all over the place. He doesn't really keep consistent, except when he's doing like kind of more newsy stuff. When he starts fucking with Christie, that gets him. I think Christie still gets him big time stuff, but nobody cares about Mikey. So, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of see a pattern, but it's more obscure there because I don't know why. Who even fucking knows why? It's kind of random. Like where shit lies. Why does Steve get 50,000 less than the Think Tank? Steve's a big topic on Bearing's channel. He always puts funny stuff in. He always fucks with Steve. Maybe people aren't losing interest, or maybe it's the It's Okay to Be White thing. People started to not give as much of a shit. A week later, 200,000 less people cared. A week later, you know what I mean? Who knows? But you kind of try and discern these little patterns. Now, real quick, again, just for fun, I like to throw these in for fun, right? Let's look at a channel that's fucking dying. Eugenia Cooney. That's like the only thing that pulled in pretty much his old average. Like, other than that, just fucking sad. Like, it's sad to watch it fall. It is sad. But, you can see what people are interested in. Eugenia Cooney, Freely down there at the bottom, 118,000. We care about that a hell of a lot more than his sad, painful confession and his 500th It's Over video. And nobody gives a flying fuck on what he thinks about how to get popular on Twitch. Is Markiplier even on Twitch? Whatever. So you can even still see where his video or his audience's interested still lie. People really still care about hearing him talk about Eugenia Cooney. So I'm guessing because of that view count, expect to see a lot more Eugenia Cooney. Just saying. Now, moving on to, let's go to a legitimate one. A legitimate channel, right? Fox News. 760,000 subscribers, right? Now, this is all like hours, we're looking at hours here. But even there, Ivanka Trump talking to India, 304 views in 3 hours. But church being pressured to stop feeding the homeless, 1.2K. House takes up bill charging concealed carry laws, 1.8K. You know, VA fails to report potentially dangerous medical providers, 230 or 263. Right? Like, Archbishop baffled by Christians who back Trump, 300 or 828. It's just interesting, you know. Little, you can see where people's interests lie. Take a slice here. Thought this was interesting because you got Dem standing with women, 827. Trump, 201 or 2.1. China hindering free speech, 1.8. Senator Mike Lee on the showdown over the CFPB, 723. Altercation, that's a big word, 3.9. The elites of the left are a protected class, 3.5. You know, you can see what people are interested in. You can see what they're watching for. And just to show the other side, be fair and balanced, we got CNN, who, to be fair, 2 million subscribers, not half bad, right? But here you got Don Lemon examines Trump slur at Navajo event, 51,000 in 11 hours, right? 11 hours. Restaurant workers says Roy Moore was a regular, 12K. You know, actress in Hollywood tape reacts, 28K. Trump has issue with honest journalism, 37K. White House, Pocahontas, not a racial slur, 94K. And here's where it gets real interesting. You see the two down there in the bottom and the middle. If you look at the one on the right, Trump makes Pocahontas joke at Navajo veterans event. Picture's the same, so we can take that out as a factor. Video's even shorter by 3 minutes. You'd think that that would be something that people would be more likely to click on. But Trump makes Pocahontas joke at Navajo veterans event got 6,000 views. Trump makes Pocahontas crack at Navajo code talkers, 58,000 views. So you can see the title even has a big difference. This is your headline, man. This your thumbnail, your title. Sometimes that can dictate. Now, I want to look at one last channel, and here we round out to the point. I said I wanted to make this short. I honestly didn't think I'd talk for a half an hour about this. 7 Supergirls. 7.2 million subscribers. Big number. Big number. Big channel. Biggest channel we've looked at so far. Right? Now, they basically get around 1.8. They basically hit a good 2 mil. That ain't half bad. It's a kid channel. It's girls doing little skits and stuff. They become princesses, 1 million. Unhappy accidents, some real life drama. 34 million views. 34 million views. It's a lot of views. In 2 years. Over 2 years. 34 million views. Yeah, that video could get watched a lot. Kids could think it's hysterical. Looks like the girls are crying and freaking out. It could be hysterical. Right? Why wouldn't a kid want to watch it over and over and over and over again? Right? Now, here's where it gets dirty. 7 Supergirls tried gymnastics. 82 million views in 1 year. 82 million views. That is a lot of views for 1 year. I don't understand. I mean, I imagine, boy, I bet it's a hysterical video. Watching the girls tumble around. But 82 million views. 82 million views. I don't know. You look at the thumbnail there, and you look at 82 million views. And 7 super girls try gymnastics. 82 million views. Right? I'm sure it was filmed innocently. I'm sure that there was no malice. I'm sure they had a great idea. Let's do gymnastics. It'll be great. 82 million views. And one more for you. Maybe something a little more recent, you say. Oh, okay. 11 months ago. 7 Supergirls and the Frozen Mermaids. 57 million views. Now, Piper Blush was 2 months ago, right? That had 15 million views. Right? It's interesting. You gotta kind of wonder, what is it that was worth 57 million clicks? What are people clicking on? Is it the 7 Supergirls who themselves, when they're just doing their own little skits, get around 2 million? Could it possibly be Frozen? That's such a popular movie. Maybe it's The Little Mermaid. I don't know. It could possibly, however, be the 6 Little Mermaids in the picture. 57 million views. Now, hey, maybe I'm just the disgusting old man that's adding dirty connotations to innocent little girls making innocent little videos. Or maybe I see six underage girls 6 underage girls in bikini tops and mermaid fins on a thumbnail, and I see 57 million views in a year. Boy, I don't know. I don't think I have to click on the video to know why it's so popular. Because YouTube has inadvertently become pedophile Pornhub. Now, I don't know what you do about it. Maybe you just say, no kids under 18 in bikinis. Hey, I don't know. Maybe that's inappropriate. Maybe it's not inappropriate if you're your basic human being, right? And who maybe sees that and goes, oh, hot chicks in bikinis, and clicks on it and goes, oh, little girls, and clicks off. But maybe you're one of those people that goes, oh, hot chicks in bikinis, and stays to watch. 57 million views for underage girls in bathing suits doing anything should tell you something. So, in the beginning of this, I asked, can you count? And I can count. And I can see patterns. And I see Piper Blush blowing up to 250,000 subscribers in like 3 months with a video that has 15 million views where she's jump roping in a bra and without a bra. And that was 2 months. I guarantee you that 9 months from now, it ain't going to be 57 million. In 11 months, that Piper Blush video, I highly doubt, will hit 57 million. I wouldn't be surprised if it did, but I don't buy that. I would have to see that to believe it. But 57 million views. If the Piper Blush video doesn't hit 57 million views or more in 11 months, you have to accept the fact that there are people that are more interested in watching 6 underage girls in bikinis than watching one, if I can say, legitimate porn star. Like, come on. Really?